And that, my friends, is my chili. Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jameson and this is how I cook. I'm going to show you guys a great recipe for the fall, for the winter time, my homemade beef chili using a red-based tomato sauce. You guys are going to want to sit back and definitely take notes and watch this video and make this at home. Up next on This Is How I Cook. Okay guys, before we get too far into this video and into these ingredients, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that you guys can find out when I post new videos. It really does help my growing channel. So here are our ingredients. We've got, first and foremost, our ground beef. This is ground chuck, but it's been ground specifically for making chili. I get this from Publix, but you can probably get the same thing obviously at your butcher or wherever you get your ground beef from. Just ask them to grind it for chili and it comes out thicker and with a larger strand than you would normally get with just ground beef. We've got 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes and chilies, but this is also the chili fixings, as they would say, chili fixing variety. They make a ton of these different types of Rotel. You could just use the regular ones, but I just so happen to have chili fixings on hand. I've got a can of chili pinto beans by Bush's beans, and so we're gonna use that in our chili. I've also got 2 seasoning packs. These are McCormick original style chili seasoning packs. And I've got some additional spices here that we're gonna use to beef up our chili flavor without adding additional salt. We're gonna use 3 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of chili powder. This is ancho chili powder, but you can use just regular chili powder, that's fine. This is 1 tablespoon of oregano and 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. You can also use garlic flake. And then at the end, we'll season this for salt and pepper at the very end. Okay, we want to start with a heavy bottom pot. I use enamel cast iron for this, but all you need is a really good pot that has a nice bottom to it. And I start with a little bit of olive oil so that we can saute our onions and get them to develop some color. Okay, we got some nice color on our onions. You don't want to brown them, but you do want a little bit of color to develop on them. So next what we're going to do is add in our ground beef. So my recipe usually calls for about 2 pounds of ground beef. I just so happen to have a little bit more today, but you can use 2 pounds of ground beef or less or more. All depends on your taste and how much you happen to have on hand. The secret to my chili is that I do not drain my ground beef. I know a lot of recipes call for you to drain the ground beef, but I want all the water that cooked out of the ground beef, those juices, as well as that fat to remain in my chili. Helps add flavor, and I believe also helps add a wonderful texture to the chili. And you can see how the chili meat breaks apart and comes into, you develop this nice texture because it was ground different. And at this point, now that we've got the ground beef browned, I'm going to reduce the heat. And what we can do now is pretty much just dump and go. So the next thing I'm going to add in my Rotel chilies. Next, we're going to add in our chili seasoning packets. Next, our Bush's chili beans. These are chili pinto beans. I prefer the pinto beans over the kidney beans. They have a softer texture in the chili. Next, I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. And I'm only doing this to make sure that my chili doesn't scorch on the bottom of the pot. While this comes back up to temperature, next we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of ground cumin, tablespoon of our chili powder. This is ancho chili powder. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of oregano flakes. And lastly, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. So why did I add in those additional spices like the cumin, the oregano, the garlic powder, and the chili powder? Well, the trick with cooking with those seasoning packs as a starting point is that they have all those spices in there, but they also have a lot of salt. And so I wanted to add more flavor to my chili without necessarily increasing the amount of salt. So that's the trick. Once you know some of the flavors that you want to accentuate in a dish, you can add those seasonings to the dish without necessarily having to add more salt, especially if you're starting with a pre-made blend of seasonings and spices and salt, such as in that chili powder mix that I got from McCormick. So that's why I made my own batch up and added it in so I can boost those flavors without adding more salt to the dish. You guys are gonna wanna see this chili. I'm about to make a bowl of it right now for you so that you guys can see how it tastes. So we wanna adjust our salt, as well as our pepper. Generous heaping of black pepper. Get some of that sauce that we had in here for the chili. Take some cheese and come around the edge. And the last thing we do is we top it with a generous dollop of sour cream. And that, my friends, is my chili. Okay guys, it's time for the taste test. Let's see how our chili turned out. Sour cream. Oh, the first thing I noticed when I make this is that because I used chili ground beef, chili style ground beef, that the beef really holds its texture well in the chili. The flavors are they definitely say chili to me. You get the strong cumin, you taste the garlic, you taste nice blend of salt in with the pepper, and the chili powder is very good. And the sour cream is a nice touch with the cheese to balance it out. One more spoon of this, guys, hold on. Those tomatoes are nice. A classic bowl of chili. Ooh, guys, make this at home. It's perfect for the winter time. It's perfect for the fall. It's perfect for any time of the year, honestly, if you like chili. And I hope you guys will take a chance on this chili recipe. It won't disappoint you. Guys, thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for helping me to get to 100 subscribers. And before I can even thank you for the 100 subscribers, you guys helped me get to 200 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you hitting that subscription button. I appreciate you telling friends about my channel and showing people this is how I cook. Take care. I'm getting back to this chili. Hold on. Every time, it's amazing. It's so good.